It's a typical Wednesday morning at the Austin Public Library's Central Branch. Not terribly busy for a big city library, but you'll still find a few people doing research. Lounging around with a good book, naturally. And a small group of kids opens up a crate of Dungeons & Dragons materials and begins the next chapter of their weekly campaign. Wait, shouldn't these kids be in school? Well, technically they are. They're among the thousands of students in the greater Austin area who are homeschooled.
A lot of people think that homeschooling and unschooling really means like you're just home and doing absolutely nothing, watching YouTube, just chilling. But actually, in reality, if you want to, because it's about you and not what your parents want you to do, really you just ask to learn something or to do something or to go to the library or have fun.
It's that premise of just ask that led to the creation of this D&D group 2 years ago, according to the group's founder, Max.
We all started playing D&D, and we had this great idea. We were like, after 3 or 4 weeks of playing D&D in the front hallway, we asked Susan, one of the librarians we knew from before this library was here, and we asked her and Heath if we could start a group. And they were all totally enthusiastic about it.
Just like the characters in the opening session of a new game, most of these kids met each other for the first time by answering an ad for the group.
So my mom, during the summer, she's always on the library page. Like they have this little section for like kids, teens, adults, and different things that they can do. Especially during summer, there's always types of different things to do. So she found the group, and I joined one time, and it was like, whoa, like I love this. This is rad.
And like any well-rounded party, each member brings their own strengths and backgrounds to the table.
I usually do. I'm probably usually the last person to decide. I'm more of the thinker more than rushing into things.
The group's DM is 14-year-old Joseph. He's on the autism spectrum.
I'm a very high-functioning person. I think I had like an IQ of 160 in kindergarten when I was tested for GT in kindergarten. But I actually am in the 2E category of kids of often once you go past a certain point of intelligence, you're getting mental disabilities with that. Like the kind of chill out atmosphere that this group has of it just there's just not much pressure. I mean, people don't really care about the rules too much. It's just kind of a group that I can go to have fun as opposed to more going to enjoy the role playing and the story of the world. I basically use this as a testing ground for the ideas I have for my real group, for my main group, which is the one I do on Sunday.
During the club's existence, the kids made do with a basic supply kit provided by the library, a player's handbook, and a monster manual. And by and large, the club brings in their own supplements and expansions. Joseph finds himself using D&D Beyond for a lot of this game's adventures. On the plus side, it infuses the library game with more adventures and confrontations, but not all the kids are subscribers, and they sometimes find themselves scrambling through the printed material they have on hand trying to keep up.
Yeah, like Xanthar's Guide to Everything. That's a big one because there's a lot of, like we said, we use D&D Beyond, and some of the stuff that Joseph, our DM's talking about, we're like, what in the world is that? I've never seen that in the books that we have. And I was like, yeah, he's like, this is the expansion books. We don't have them here, and so you don't read them.
Luckily, this seems to be the only real hurdle for the Homeschool Club, which finds itself learning more about each other with each session.
This is like a second home to me. So but now that I've gone into this group, I always get to hang out with my friends, Max and Sam, and I just get to hang out with everybody, and it's literally a second home to me. I can have fun, and my parents are there, so they're not judging me, and so I'm always having fun. And
our Wednesdays are just have all the stuff, and so we have D&D, right? And that's always a blast. It gets us mentally ready for the day. Often gets our yah-yahs out. D&D just makes it. I feel like the day is empty without D&D. I feel like I need to do something. And I loved before the D&D group, I loved making content.
I'm really happy that the library offers it for us, and really happy that we've gone so long with it.
Having the time of my life.
D20NN spoke with a staff member at D&D Beyond who tells us they do have the capability of implementing access to the full digital catalog to the library system. Now, we passed that information on to the library. APL's Heath Rezebeck also told us that the library system's purchasing committee is bringing what he calls an infusion of D&D materials to the youth section. We checked in with the club last week and are happy to report that the club has grown to the point that there are 2 different groups meeting to play separate campaigns.